Well, dustily the dawn and sun arose to light a bleak Dakota winter's day. I swung my mattock on a fracking rig and slavishly sweated, saving up my pay. My cell phone buzzed. I dropped my pick to pick it up. My wife, with labor in her voice, began to shout, "The baby's on the way!" I found my boss and said, "I'm going to go." "Like hell you are," he puffed. "We need you here." A crowd of roughnecks gathered round to watch him swell and pop. "There's drilling to be done. There's riches to be blasted out the dirt." "You keep your dirt," I said, and shouldered past, "and keep your natural gas. My wife just called. My baby's coming fast. I'm going to see that child born." He blustered, but the roughnecks cheered. I bounced inside my GMC, a diesel, 93, and started her in third. In Bismarck, across the mountains lay my wife, a windy 190 miles away. When 5 and 20 miles had felt my tires tread in 15 minutes, maybe less, my dash began to beep and whistle, quick and shrill, to warn me I was nearly out of gas. I glimpsed a hovel, half abandoned with a pump. I braked and barreled in and told the gas boy, "Fill it up," and found I'd left my wallet down beneath my bunkroom bed. I told the kid, he spat and drawled, "No cash, no gas. Now hit the road. Now listen, please," I begged. "I got a baby being born in Bismarck, man. I need that gas." He frowned. "You know, the mountain road is closed because of snow. You can't get through. You drive that road, you're going to die. But, heck, I guess I'll give you all the gas you need to try." Ahead, across a barren plain, a range of sheer and sudden snow-cased mountains loomed, their upper slopes enshrouded by a mist both gray and grim and menacing to see. Ahead, with flashing lights, a lowered gate on sentry stood and bore a sign that warned, "Turn back! It's suicide to try." I stopped to chain my tires up, then drove on by, up gorges carved by wind-borne daggers, cold and sharp. Above a jagged precipice that dropped into a frozen stream, a mile below I steered, two-handed, knuckles white, my tires slipping, losing traction on the ice. I shifted low and locked the hubs, then cranked her down the floor and crawled up slope. 3 times the tire dropped from off the edge, and twice retreated down a grade too steep to curse and grab a running start and floor a rear and swerve through the drift. I topped the peak and skidded slowly down the backside to the mountain's far-off base. I rolled the brakes and smelled them burn and watched with dread each minute, fearing I'd be late. I twisted down that turning way until I hit the winter-brown Dakota plains beyond the storm's domain, then laughing, dropped my chains and punched my pedal through the floor. Just when before me up rose Bismarck town, a splendid, spired city beckoning to me like Eden never lost. Behind me in my mirror pulsed a trooper's lights for speeding recklessly and licenseless. He tried to arrest me. So I told him I was going to see my child born. He wouldn't quit. I doored him, then escaped. Careening closer to my soon-born child, I counted closing on a dozen cars behind me, sirens blaring, but I dodged their roadblocks. Then I hit the city streets. I blasted through the intersections, two-wheeled on the sidewalk, passing cars and my elbow on the horn. I ditched my truck still running, cyclone through the spinning doors to find a tended desk where calmly as I could I said my name and asked my wife, "What number room is she?" Policeman, like a pack of savage apes, burst hooting, hollering onto the screen. I split. They followed, knocking over beds and sleeping patients hooked to fluid bags. I slammed my shoulder through her door. She smiled. She gasped. She screamed and sighed. And as they cuffed me on the floor, I heard sung from a pair of once used lungs a warm and tiny wail. Thank you.